You are running down the street. You're just running down the street. There's nothing you're chasing. There's nothing you're fighting. It's a nice warm day, nice sunshine, and you are running down the street. Tell me this. Do you think you are stressed? Yes or no? The answer is yes. But this is a stress that you have put upon yourself. Now you might wonder, why would I put any stress upon myself? Well, you see, anytime that you're doing anything that is not in your state of just lying flat and doing nothing and operating only on the involuntary body systems, the heart, the lungs, anything else that you exercise, whether it's the mind or the body, it's going to produce a certain stress. But understand this. There are two stresses, and this one is a good stress. It's an EU stress. EU stress. EU stress helps us build ourselves so that we are in a position to be optimally fit when we are faced with a situation that is out of our control, which is the other type, which is called distress. Distress. So we have two, eustress and distress. You got it. Now, the whole purpose of managing stress, bringing stress down, reducing stress, is to be able to convert all distress into eustress. That's it. Because eustress is what we want to build ourselves up. Distress is harmful, what we don't want, because it has negative effects, as you've been listening about to in this conference all the time. How do you convert distress to eustress? So I'm going to be talking about that, and I'll tell you 4 things that cause distress. And then we'll examine how each one of those 4 can be converted into good stress. Are you with me? Great. So I want your participation here, because I want you to be writing down these 4 points as they come up, so that they cemented in your minds and they help everybody else get onto the same page as we go together. Are we together? Fabulous. Fabulous. Love this participation. Awesome. So you are walking down the street. Right. And suddenly it comes to your mind that I'm running for no reason. Let me run for the marathon. Let me start practicing so rigorously that I win that medal. And that makes you start running a little faster. You stop enjoying the breeze and the sunshine. And what starts happening? You start converting that exercise, which was good for you, into something that is harmful, because you're overexerting yourself. And why are you overexerting? Because you're chasing the gold medal or even the bronze medal, but you're chasing a possession. There are 4 stressors. The first of the 4, and they're all P's, mind you. The first P is possessions. When we go about chasing possessions, be they cars, be they jobs, be they houses, be they spouses, be they something that we think we own and we got to get it, we start seeding stress. So you got it? Possessions. As long as the possession is out of the picture, it was eustress. And we're going to convert this distress into eustress after we finish the other 3. So what's the next one? You are running down the street. You're running down the street. And suddenly, from the corner of your eye, you see three big guys who start running after you. Now what happens? You start running faster. From the corner of your eye again, you catch a glint of something and you think, oh man, they've got knives. Are you stressed? Eustress or distress? Hopelessly distressed. And that's projection. You are projecting that these three guys, big guys with guns and knives and God knows what, are out to get you. Who's there in a vest and shorts with nothing to give? Projections. What are you projecting in your life that is causing so much fear that you're not operating optimally? What is it? What all do we project as what will happen in the future? As what went wrong in the past and how we're going to turn it right? And how people never ought to be forgiven because they did that to me. And all of that. The third one. You're running down the street. But you don't think you should be running down the street. You think you should be writing that report. Or you should be maybe in the kitchen, or maybe cleaning the car, or maybe doing something else which you think would be a lot more productive than just running down the street. Why the hell am I running down the street? There's so many other things I could be doing. And that is stressful. Because you're not running anymore, you're just going through the motions. And you're conflicting your body and your mind with priorities. What's the third P? Priorities. What's your priority? And when your priorities are jumbled up, everything causes stress, distress. And we're going to solve that in just a minute too. The fourth. You're running down the street. And you're thinking, man, why doesn't the government do something about these potholes on the sidewalk? Why are these cars so noisy? Why don't they do something about carbon emissions? Oh man, this is no fun. I'm smelling all this gas. I'm here for the oxygen, but what am I getting? Huge carbon monoxide. I don't want to be here. That eustress, which was developing your legs and chest and heart, is now distress that is taking away from all of that and more. Because of your perspective. Your perspective has shifted from the idea of taking that run for maybe 10 minutes to all the complaints that you can have in the world against the government and people and cars and everything else. So you got the 4 P's? Possessions, projections, priorities, and perspective. And out of these, perspective is a big one. Because while you're running on the street and you're building the body, perspective is limiting the mind. And the other 3 are also related to the mind. And the cracks for all 4 of these are going to come from training the mind. Take possessions. You're running down the street, but you're not running for yourself. Even if you have that thought of the marathon and winning it, your thought is, man, I'm going to be the one person from my locality who's ever won this marathon. Think of the tears of joy in my mother's eyes when I give that medal to her. Think of how the whole community is going to feel so proud that one of their kids won a marathon. And suddenly, you pick up your speed and you go for it and you convert what could have been distress, because it's not your possession, it's for others. In fact, the Buddha said that the path to nirvana, to enlightenment, is to work for the benefit of others. The moment you're focused on yourself, you're stressed. The moment you take the focus away, you're eustressed. You achieve much more than what you might have with an egocentric attitude. So shift possessions to others. Give it all away. In your mind first, and then physically when you have it. All the stress goes away. But then you've got those 3 guys behind you. Those 3 guys don't go away just because it's for others. But wait. Stop. Realize that you're projecting something that is not probably real. It's fear. False evidence appearing real. FEAR. What's the evidence? What do you have? You've got a vest and shorts. Stop. Talk. You following me? And you know what might happen? They'll say, thank God for stopping. You are so fast. We were just pooped out and losing hope. I want to talk to you. We've been seeing you on this run for the last 20 days, every day, and you have inspired us. We want to run a marathon with you. Train us, please. Now you've got 3 big guys with nice glint watches, which appeared like knives, who are friends of yours. And you've got a group of 4 to run together with. How cool is that? The projection collapsed. You got new friends. What all are you projecting? Collapse it. Coming to the priority. Now, can we be just grateful for having those 10 minutes to run? For having those legs to run with? To have the energy to be able to? Because the car can be washed, the vegetables can be chopped, the reports can be written. But you're doing something good for your body right now. Go on, do it. It's about being grateful, accepting and being grateful. The earlier one was accepting and communicating. But gratitude brings all distress into eustress. And perspective, well, this is the game changer. And it's all about understanding what you can control and what you can't. And so I'm going to close my talk now with a very important prayer about perspective, which I'd like you to repeat after me because you probably do know it, the Serenity Prayer. God, give me the strength to control what I can. I can control my thoughts as I run. The courage to accept what I can't. I probably can't control those emotions, but I can control writing to the authorities. And the wisdom to tell the difference. Tell the difference and you will be stress-free. Thank you.